Welcome back, everyone. If you've been critiquing Islam for more than, let's say 5 minutes, you've noticed a trend. First, a claim that shows the truth of Islam oozes out of the Muslim apologetic world. Second, the claim is closely scrutinized by Islamophobes and racists, because obviously, who else would critique Islam? Third, Muslim apologists, beaten again by the age of the internet, which seems to continually take them by surprise, retreat, defeated. Again. Fourth, we say to the popular Muslim world, I told you so. Let's reminisce. What shows the truth of Islam better than the scientific miracles?
As if they thought that it was a slip of the tongue. I'll repeat it again, very carefully. The scientific miracles argument in the Quran got debunked. Yeah? I hope my tajweed was on point.
I told you so. Or how about the Quran has been perfectly preserved?
The standard narrative has holes in it. That's what I'm going to say. The standard narrative does not answer some very pressing questions.
I told you so. Again. But at least the Quran does not allow men to have sex with prepubescent girls.
If you look just at the Quran, you will get the indication that you can have sexual intercourse with a 5-year-old. If you just read the Quran, it is halal. It would be halal to have sexual intercourse with a 5-year-old.
I told you so. Why do the critics always seem to get it right while the Muslim apologists get it wrong? Current events with Hamas have raised questions about the teachings of Islam, and something that I focused on recently was female war captives. Many of you know that the Quran repeatedly affirms Muslim men can have sex with their female slaves. I therefore conclude, try to stay with me now, that the Quran repeatedly affirms Muslim men can have sex with their female slaves. Surah 4, forbidden to you are married women except what your right hands own. Surah 23, believing men are to guard their private parts except from their wives or what their right hands own. And of course, Muhammad had this privilege as well in Surah 33. And Surah 70 also permits men to have intercourse with the women that their right hands own. These women are the property of Muslim men to be used at will, and Muhammad's glorious example even shows that you can kill a woman's family, walk that woman off the battlefield, right past the corpses to the bed. A man who's in the mood for that sort of thing is sick, and Muslims who argue that women consented in these circumstances are perverse. The Islamic worldview really needs to be pressed on these issues, especially as we see them playing out in real time. And when we do press these issues, there will be Muslim apologists who do what they do.
In classical Islamic law, it was recognized that if a man owned a female slave, he had the automatic right to have intimacy with her. So this obviously is not going to be acceptable to people in modern times, not even to Muslims. And if a Muslim says, well, I'm just going to submit to the Islamic law, that's how it is, I just accept it, still there will be an internal turmoil and discomfort with that aspect of the classical Islamic tradition. And this calls for a certain degree of reinterpretation.
So who do you believe, this white Islamophobe or the standard apologetic tactics, of which this is just one example? Or how about a third option? Hear it from someone else. Recently, I came across a video from Professor Suad Saleh of Al-Azhar University. It was posted back in 2014, and it gives us a nice contrast between real Islam and the sanitized Western version affirmed by some apologists. Watching the translated caption is cumbersome, so we'll go right to the transcript. And let me say in advance, I told you so. When Islam emerged, it put slavery into order by limiting it to legitimate wars between Muslims and their enemies. If we fought Israel, which is plundering land and is an aggressor against people in their faith, obviously it's impossible that we will fight Israel, even though Surah 17 in the Quran foretells this, and nothing is beyond the power of Allah. The female prisoners of wars are those whom you own. In order to humiliate them, they become the property of the army commander or of a Muslim, and he can have sex with them just like he has sex with his wives. And from the popular website Islam QA, the female slave becomes permissible by virtue of his ownership after it is established that she is not pregnant by waiting for one menstrual cycle or until she has given birth if she is pregnant. So yes, the Quran does allow female sex slaves. The Hadith, Sirah, and Sharia law all affirm the same thing. Men can use captive women by virtue of them being the man's property. This is Islam, the perfected religion from the great God Allah and his perfect example of a prophet. Fewer people are buying this narrative these days, and I believe that trend will continue as we see the oppressive, perverse Islamic worldview playing out on the world stage. It's truly a terribly sobering thing to see. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.